Hey, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel. In this video, we're going to be taking a look at the Mina protocol, and we're going to be taking a look at the daily and the weekly chart. I do want to say that I'm not a financial advisor. You should do your own research before investing money into crypto. Now, let's jump straight into the TA. Taking a look at the daily chart, as you can see, we have a Fibonacci retracement set up from the swing high that we printed all the way back here in November of 2021. If I zoom in, you can see that I used the top of the candle rather than using the top of the wick. And we also have the current local bottom, which is presumably our bear market bottom, printed in January, is the low that we have here on the second fib level, but the swing low of the fib is all the way down here for that was printed in March in 2022. So within this fractal, we can get these three extension levels to the downside. So the 1.272, the 1.414, and the 1.618. Obviously, we saw a deeper retracement into the capitulation target area, which is around about 44.5 cents. So that was an incredible buying opportunity. From there, we have already seen a nice move to the upside of around about 3x in a few months. And then we had a nice pullback towards these two support trend lines here. As you can see, one is sitting at roughly 58 cents and the other one is sitting at around about 52.5 cents. So these are two major areas for us to hold as support. We had a very nice bounce here. We're printing a higher low. So this is a very nice continuation of the uptrend. So the next time we're going to be coming up, hopefully we're going to be able to break above the February high, because the February high in itself broke above the November high and the August 2022 high. So this was a very bullish statement from Mina, and the fact that we're not pulling back down to this low goes to show that there is buying pressure and the project is alive and the local uptrend has potentially started. So right now we're holding the 1.618 as support at around about 73 cents. So if you wanted to start dollar cost averaging into Mina, this is an okay point to do so. We might see a further pullback down with a potential Bitcoin pullback. We might see 60 cents, below that maybe 57 cents. Maybe we just retest this low and continue on from there to the upside. That is also possible. So anything below the 1.618 really is a good buying opportunity. And obviously the lower you go, the better. But of course, we don't want to go too low because we do not want to break the trend. I'm very bullish on Mina protocol long term. If you research the project, they have a very unique blockchain, and do your own research obviously before investing any money into crypto. So as you can see, we ran into the 1.272 at $1.14 all the way back in February. So that is our current local high. And if you want to know what our next local targets are going to be to the upside, so assuming that we don't lose this low here that we printed in March, and we take the low and we take the high here in February, our next 1.618 target is going to be sitting at $1.80 or 80.5 cents. That is going to be our technical target, and that is something that we can be looking at, let's say in May, early June. That's sort of our technical target. Right now we're holding the 0.236 fib level at 72 cents. As you can see, since the end of March, we've been holding this as support. This is a strong buying area, a lot of pressure here. And once we break down below that, I think there's a good chance we might retest either this local low or this local low. So 65 down to 60 cents is a great buying opportunity for anyone looking to invest into Mina. So keep an eye on that. And obviously anything down here at these yellow trend lines is a perfect buying opportunity. I'm definitely going to be buying more tokens, as I do have a bag myself, but I'm going to be buying more if we dip lower. So this green support block shows every single touch that we've had since January of 2022. And since then, every time we touched this green block, we saw a move to the upside. So whether it was a strong move into the overbought or a short-term pump like the ones that we saw here in May of 2022 into June. So that is something that you may want to add to your RSI chart. I basically took this low here, and I took this low here to set the extremes for the support block. So this was the top of the support block, this is the bottom, and I just extended it over here. So you can do the same thing if we see a capitulation or a pullback or whatever happens in the markets and you see the RSI in this green block, just know that that's historically a very good buying opportunity. Now let's switch over to the weekly chart. And before we continue with the video, guys, I quickly want to give a shout out to everyone who has joined my Patreon. Thank you very much. And if you want to become a part of the Patreon and, get access to a lot of exclusive content, such as podcast episodes for patrons only, my trade alerts, my entire portfolio. I share everything that I buy and everything that I sell. If you want to leave some requests, we can take a look at your projects on Patreon. So there's a lot of cool stuff going on there. I try to do daily updates and daily posts in there. So if you want to try it out for free, you can do that as well. There's a 7-day free trial, so you can do that and let me know what you think. Let's get on with the video. Taking a look at the weekly chart, as you can see, we have a Fibonacci retracement set up from the swing low that we printed in January this year to the swing high that we had in November of 2021. Our 1.618 target is sitting at $25.50. We have the 1.414 sitting at $15, and we have the 1.272 sitting at $10. So in my opinion, $15 and $10 are more plausible in the next bull market. But of course, as we all know, sometimes projects like to get very overextended at the peak of the bull market. So we might even see $25, maybe even higher, who knows. But expecting every project to do very well is also going to cost you a lot of money. So it's important to have your targets set up in advance. So $10, $15 is what I'm going to be targeting in the next bull market. And if the price goes slightly higher, you can just leave a little bag left, and just start taking profits at higher prices. But you mainly want to be taking profits once we get to the peak rather than waiting for prices to go even higher, because that's the mistake that a lot of people made in the past bull markets. Now, as you can see, we also have the golden ratio here sitting at $2.05. Now, come August and September this year, I'm expecting a bull trap, which is typically what we have during that period of time. And we are probably going to run into this resistance here at $2.06. So I'm just letting you know that this is probably going to be our local high sometime, July, August, September. Obviously, I don't know the future, but this is what I would be targeting. So from there, you can potentially take some profits, buy back in lower if you see a pullback to the 0.382, the 0.5, whatever it may be, if you're looking to swing trade, of course. But overall, the weekly chart looks good, but one negative thing here is that we opened a candle below the 20 EMA once again, and that was not really good. The last time we did that was back in March, but we saw a little pump to the upside and a dump afterwards. So I'm not sure what's going to be happening here. What we can do is we can set up a fib retracement from the swing high here in March to the swing low in January, and you can see that we have our golden ratio sitting at 60 cents. So that is what we can be targeting for a potential pullback here. So we might just come back down here, create a foundation, and then start moving to the upside. This will still be bullish, as that will be a higher low. So that's what I'm hoping for, at least, because I still want to dollar cost average into the project at cheaper prices. And if we take a look at the weekly RSI, you also have a support block here. So as you can see, with this local high printed here and with this local high printed there, we have this red support block that we hopefully can enter and consolidate in there for a bit before moving to the upside and, entering the bull market into 2024 and 2025. Even going lower and retesting this low would even be perfect, but I'm just being conservative and I just don't want to give you these extremes where I say, well, it's definitely going to go all the way down here, or it's definitely going to go all the way down or the way up there. So I'm trying to see where logically we could end up in the near future, where you can dollar cost average. But obviously, like I said, we're probably already, bottoming out. The bottoms have been set in, and now we're just trying to find our feet, or find our footing, as they say, and head into the bull market. So that is pretty much it. Thank you all for watching this video. I'm going to see you in the next update. Take care and goodbye.